Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They beat this team in 5 games in the first round last year. That gives them some confidence, I'm sure.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Now, here is Irving. Up top, Ibaka. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Interconference battle tonight, Brent. You could feel the change in atmosphere when you go up against a rival.
No doubt about it.
It's amazing.
Not only the teams are feeling it, but there's something to the fan bases who understand, oh, these guys. I don't care if we win another game. We want to win this game
one,
tonight.
Yeah. That's important. And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Jokic. Irving attacking Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Irving with the ball. Five on the clock. Ibaka right side. It's stolen by Harris. From outside the arc. And Lopez pulls it down. And stolen by Harris. Jokic draws the double. Pass to Harris. And here's Jokic. New Orleans moving it around. Harris, no good.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Sinks the three-pointer. Lopez has got 5 now.
We all know how devastating Kyrie can be scoring the basketball, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And here is Irving, following the three-pointer by Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Irving drives in. Lopez, no luck.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Here's Smith, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Harris, good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Irving. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Irving. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Releases. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 8 points for Jokic.
Well, the D did a great job. They forced him into a tougher jump shot than Jokic was willing to take, but he still made it.
Ibaka outside. Lopez right side. On the mark with the 15-footer. Lopez has got his third basket of the night.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Smith for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
New Orleans leading by 4. And Smith gets double teamed. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New Orleans making a switch here. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Irving attacking. Wide open. And Portland again with the bucket.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Harris, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, here is Irving. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Irving surveying the floor. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Coach is yelling at the defense to at least get a hand up on Kyrie Irving.
Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He got it up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
Harris, right side. Lets it fly from 18.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the shot goes in.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Morris with the bucket. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
Back to Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Ibaka. There's the three. Hands it from downtown. Ibaka's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And many people consider Ibaka to be the NBA's premier 3-and-D big man. In fact, we see more and more teams searching for an Ibaka of their own.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Irving drives in. A second chance effort. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 20 points. Hood comes in with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was on my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
And we have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed Senator Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Irving drives in. Here's Lopez. The tray. It doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
New Orleans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Take a look at the history of the Portland Trailblazers, and part of the NBA since 1970. And the phrase Rip City, which has stuck with the team ever since winning that title back in 1977.
To the middle. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Lopez has got 9 points in the quarter.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Count it, good.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Collins, good. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Inside. Down low. And the jam by Sefolosha.
Nice to see Sefolosha leap off the ground and jam it home. A remarkable athlete who could just plain get up.
In the corner, Collins with it. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Outside, Irving. Pass to Lopez. Outside, Irving. And the dunk by Lopez.
Really tough to predict what Kyrie is going to do because he's so special playing out of the pick and roll.
Collins wide open. He fires. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Lopez. It's good from long range. Lopez has got 29.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Out to Morris. They get it back. Finney-Smith. Got a hand on it.
Well, when it comes to Thabo Cephalosha, it's perimeter defense personified. Exceptional block there.
Bet.
I got him.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Smith.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trail Blazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
Irving attacking. Back to Lopez. And Portland again with the bucket. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Irving attacking. And it's sent back by Jokic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Harris. Back to Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. And now a 5-point Pelican lead.
He's been on his A game, sinking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Open shot, Lopez. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Now Smith. Pass to Jokic. At the elbow, it's Harris. It's good. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Irving drives in. Now here's Lopez. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Lopez has got 33 points.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Back to Jokic. Smith wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's 6 points for Smith. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the bets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
New Orleans making a switch here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Offensive rebound. Back to Muscala. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Stolen by Jackson.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Grab it out of half.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing the young fella dunk that one home. Smith likes to show off that incredible vertical.
Pass to Muscala. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris. Puts it up off the inbound. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Stolen by Zubac. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Morris, left side. Over Jackson. Here's Ennis. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pass to Aminu. Shot from the wing. And he makes that one. Aminu's got his first basket of the night.
How about Aminu showing some touch from the mid-range? The D has to D him up a little bit better.
And Collins now top the key. No dice from the high post.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Hits out that one from Ennis.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Pass to Muscala. Takes the 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
McLemore with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Poked away. Back to McLemore. Fires the 3. Rebound by Muscala.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Pelicans lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. A 2-point game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so here is New Orleans. Pass to Jokic. To the inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Jackson looking it over. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And for Jokic, just keeps getting better, Brent, but always stays very grounded in terms of his personality.
Yeah, I think his brothers had a lot to do with that. You just don't see the big ego coming out of him. In fact, you see a guy who's enjoying the game. He smiles, he's laughing with teammates, he enjoys being with this group and around this coaching staff. And I went as far as to say that he plays every game as a game of pickup basketball in his hometown. I need to travel over there and get in that game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Irving drives in. Pass to Lopez. Back to Irving. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the rejection by Smith. Inside. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Outside Irving. To the inside. To end the run. Lopez, no luck. Pelicans leading by 10. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Irving. Drills the elbow jumper.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lopez, no luck.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here. Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. For three, Harris. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Lopez to halt the run. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 37 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
That's his second personal foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Well, the pride Sefolosha shows on defense is still there. Great contest on that shot.
To the middle. The kick out to Lopez. His three-pointers off the mark. Pelicans leading by 17. In the corner, it's Harris. Puts up a three. That one's not going to go. And it's Portland the other way. Nobody near Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
The kick out to Holiday. And here's Irving. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lopez. It's hauled in by Harris. And here's New Orleans now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for New Orleans.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And the basket by Harris.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
The team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. You're ready to do battle.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Outside Irving. Lopez outside. Will it go? Basket good.
When you make shots like that, Kevin, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.